just got dropped back off the Davis Dam. Now I'm gonna start section 6. Probably about a 6-day walk to Lake Havasu City. So I spent 2.5 days in Bullhead City, resting, resupplying, and Bullhead City itself is really spread out. It's got everything a hiker needs, it's just none of it's right there next to each other. Thankfully they have Uber, they have a bus system, but it runs once an hour. Every time I wanted to use it, I seem to be about 5 minutes too late. Pack's feeling pretty heavy on this one. 6 days of food, 7 liters of water. And as you know, in the last section, I walked about 50 miles on my 5 liters of water that I left Searchlight with. So I took 7 on this one. I think at this point, I'm not really super concerned about, you know, just not finding water. You know, at the very least, you always have some other option. I think people get really hung up on the fact that, you know, there might not be water and it's like some sort of dire situation. But when you really start thinking about it, I mean, you're never more than 10 or 15 miles from a road, you know? I might be following a whole mountain range where there are no roads, but if I was just to leave that mountain range east or west, you know, there's a road 10 or 15 miles away. And you'd have to be pretty dehydrated to not be able to cover 10 or 15 miles and get to safety. So you really got to respect not having water, but at the same time, we're capable of doing a lot more than we think we are. And when push comes to shove, you can certainly make do without water and push yourself to get to safety. So I wouldn't let that hold you back from going out and exploring these kind of places and doing a route like this. And you can see over there in the distance, quite a big dust storm being kicked up from those high winds today. 35, 40 mile an hour winds. After walking about 3 hours from Davis Dam, I think it's time for a break. This is one hell of a break spot, in my opinion. Pretty awesome view. That's Bullhead City down there, and I'm just watching this dust storm play out in the distance. Pretty cool. And this rock formation here is called Thumb Butte. I think I can see why. Tell already, this is going to be a pretty good section. A lot of really cool rock formations. A lot of the classic terrain you envision when you think about the Southwest. Really cool. Wow, that's water. It's a decent amount of water. The spring's actually uphill. I was really not expecting any water here at all. The last section was so dry. And that one's maybe 4 inches deep or so. You can see all this scat from burrow, and these are the holes they were digging to dig down and look for water. Another pool upstream. Man, this is a good sign. I'm feeling really good about this. Now I can drink some of the water that I have in my pack, but I have to conserve that 7 liters, you know, and make that last, you know, 4 days or whatever. You can actually start drinking. You know, one thing I haven't had to deal with much on the... Ow! Oh. I just twisted my ankle there. And that's the path I'm shooting for. an awesome view. Bullhead City down there. Glad to leave that behind. But man, everything around here, the rock formations, the colors, just awesome. It's just so colorful. That is beautiful. And this is an Ocatello. I think this is one of the first I've seen, if not the first I've seen on this whole route. And these are definitely more of a Sonoran desert type of plant. So kind of cool, you know. Now you start to see that transition from Mojave to Sonoran. Man, what a cool canyon. This whole area has just been outstanding. I wasn't really paying attention. I was supposed to take a lower route down here and ended up walking a little bit higher than I needed to, quite a bit higher. It's supposed to be way down there. But the bright side is it afforded me this incredible view that I wouldn't have had otherwise. So sometimes I think things just work out for a reason. This view is just incredible. All right, here we go, making bad decisions again right before dark. Walking down this wash. See how far I can get down this thing before before I run out of places to camp. I really like this spot and I'd love to camp here. I just haven't seen anything flat and clear yet. Well, hey, we got a burro there. I think I got his spot actually, because you can see all the burro crap. So today's actually Thanksgiving, and it's kind of weird spending it out in the backcountry for the first time on a through hike. Tonight I'm just going to have the same meal I normally have, pepperoni, cheese, and tortilla. But for dessert, Sour Patch Children. The feast on a bounty of Sour Patch Children. Way better than that cranberry stuff that comes in a tube.